Hi everyone, this is Saurabh, and in this video I'll be telling you how you can use filters within make.com. So before I show you how to use filters, so let me just tell you what exactly is a filter. So the filter is a tool that allows a specific data to be passed or restricted within the flow of a scenario. So if I look at this particular flow between the two modules, you see this uh, icon, click on it, and you will see the option to set up a filter. So the filter will provide you an idea of how to start controlling and manipulating data. For example, there is a social media account that could generate and save posts if they contain the words make.coms. That's a filter. To describe this in real world terms, think of it as in attending a concert. Only those with a ticket will be allowed in, and those without a ticket cannot enter. So that is the filter. So your filter here would be, if a person has a ticket, let them in. If they do not have the ticket, do not let them in. So there are so many possibilities with what you can filter in make, and those are called operators. So there are basic operators like a cross, a checkpoint, that okay, the data will be passed through if the filter, if it does or does not exist. So if I do not have a filter in this particular scenario, so the data, the weather information will be passed to Google Sheets and to my Gmail. The other form is a text operator. So text operators also give us many options to work with. Uh, let's say for the social media post, there is a scenario that watches a social media accounts or post, and that can filter the data that contains the text, which can be equal to make academy. It contains a word make academy, it does not contain a word, it should start with a word. So these are all the text operators which you can use. And similarly, you can use numeric operators as well, like equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. And there are date and time operators as well, using which you can filter your results. So it could be like later than 5 p.m., earlier than 7 a.m., later than or equal to 5 p.m. Let me just show it to you from the beginning by creating a scenario. So for that, let me first go to Google Sheets, and I need to add two more sheets here. So first one, I'll name it as above 20, and the second one I'll name it as equal to or below 20. Equal to or below 20. So these are the two sheets which I have created. Now let me go back to my weather scenario. So this was the weather scenario which I had created in the previous video as well. So now let me set up a filter. I right click on it and click on set up a filter, and label, I'll give it as temperature above 20, and I click OK. Okay, so now we can look back to this example scenario for the weather, and let me set up a filter here. So you just need to click on this, where it says temperature above 20. Then we select the condition as temperature. So from here you can just select the different operator. So here we can select uh, uh, greater than, and we put in 20. So if it's above greater than 20, it will add it to a Google Sheet, and then we just configure this module again. You remember we had added two different spreadsheets, so let's just refresh this. So weather app, and it will give us two different sheets above 20, and we are going to capture this information. Now just save this scenario. So now you can see the things has changed. So we have the scenario, and you see this label temperature above 20. So if it's going to run the weather app, it's going to the router, and it's going to check if the temperature is above 20. It's going to add it in the Google Sheet above 20, and let's just click it run it once. All right, it has also sent me an email. So you can see above 20. So in the above 20 spreadsheet, it has added this entry. So now we can set up another filter for this Gmail. The temperature is less than 20. Temperature, and here we can select the numeric operator less than 20. So then only it should send me an email. Let me just save this scenario, and let's just try a different city. Let's say, let's try Moscow, Russia. Let's run the scenario and see, and let's look at the temperature. 19 degrees. So the temperature for Moscow is 19 degrees. So it has gone through the router. It has checked the filter. If it's above 20, it will add an entry in the Google Sheet. If it is less than 20, then it will send me an email. So let me just check my email. See, I have just received this email. 19 degrees clear sky in Moscow. And if I see it here, it hasn't made any entry in the Google Sheet. And you can set up this schedule to run this at regular intervals every day, every day in a week, once in like whenever you want to run it. So this is what we call as polling trigger, which will execute the scenario at a specific interval. And there is also an instant trigger that will execute the scenario instantly. So guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in the next video. Cheers.